creek bed, a little gully between two hills. And we're just going to look at the building of the ancients. We have the diagonal seams. So we have the diagonal construction. What is it diagonal to? It's diagonal to the line of the hill. So we have the diagonal seams, right? Diagonal seams in the concrete. So they laid this down. Okay. Diagonal seams. That's all we find. Diagonal construction. Okay. So it's about a 45 to the flow of the river or to the line of the hill. And we see the diagonal seams here going into the next layer. Diagonal seam going into the next layer. Diagonal seam, so their sections have diagonal section faces. This is in the, and here's a diagonal that's going the opposite 45. So that's another so it's like a crisscrossing diagonal, right? Pretty interesting. So that's what we find, always diagonal construction. So we know it's built. And on 3 continents, Eurasia, Africa, and North America, I've found only terraforming. So I haven't been able to find any natural geology. So I'm willing to bet that all the continents, all 6 continents, were terraformed in the distant past. If 3 were. Diagonal seam construction. Okay, 45 to the flow of the river, 45 to the line of the hill, to the line between the hills. 45, and we see the relatively smooth face, right? Whenever the section face is exposed, then we see that it's a smooth face. Diagonal lines. Here's a tree root that brought this apart. So these are concretized gypsum, and these sections, right, run out of 45 to the flow of the river or to the line between the hills. And that's how the ancients built their hills, with the lower layers going at diagonals. Diagonal seam running through what geology would call sedimentary layers, running through all those layers, right? Running through all those eras, all those great spans of time. Well, this is obviously not what happened. These were laid down as concrete sections by the ancients. So, diagonal section. Okay, see how it goes through the soft, chalky layer too. And then you got the harder layer on top. We're just going down the line of the creek, the line between the hills. And we're just going to look at the diagonal building of the ancients. So that's one seam, that's a vertical seam, through at least 3 eras of time. So here's the harder section, soft, chalky, earthquake mitigating layer, same line. Next one, and then this one you could say was another soft, chalky layer. It's different from, it starts to be different just about there. So that's 4, quote, geological strata. So then we know it's not geology, this is archaeology, this is built. So it's not a perfect Roman job, all right? The ancients didn't build like the Romans. And that's our exploration. So there you go. That's about it. Let's let's continue on the search for the truth about Terra's mysterious past.